Okay. Man. Slowly dancing away. Alright? Slowly dancing away. Yeah, okay. So, the thing is, okay. See that? Now they're like, what's he gonna say? What am I gonna get in the way of now? What words, what feelings, what emotions am I gonna get in the way of now? What can I intend to through his brain while he's just speaking? He's not intending anything. There's no effect because he's just explaining. He's just explaining, so his mind shouldn't be doing anything. Right? And that's where everybody should be at. Because this is my mind. This is my consciousness. I'm not intending anything. I'm not intending anything, bro. Thank you. Hey, motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, it's me, bro. I don't leave myself. I don't leave myself. I don't fucking leave myself. But at the same time, they're trying to get in the way of my connection to my fucking self. They're trying to get in the way of my connection to myself, my protection. So they can never get in the way of my inner guidance. They can never get in the way of my inner voice, because I know what's better all the time. As long as I'm conscious, I know what's better all the time. Unconscious too, but don't be unconscious and manipulated, right? Don't be mind controlled, right? Okay. Anyway, also okay. So the reason why I go up to the house is to have the conversation of this. You know, bro, you've been doing this shit for years. And this is through my DNA. This is my fucking family. You gotta stop. Look, to a tree. Nada. You don't do shit to nobody. You don't do that to anybody, because that is not intended by me. That doesn't happen. You don't fucking do shit to people because I'm not intending it. That doesn't happen. Who are you trying to make believe your lies? How many people are you trying to make believe your lies against my truth, against the truth, against the fucking truth of the fucking universe, against the truth of every day, the truth of life? You're telling me that spiritual realms are not, like, bro, we're gonna make the cops think like as long as it's in the physical, you have to step away. You have to get away from their property. As long as it's in the physical, you have to respect their property, and they don't have to respect yours. They don't have to respect yours spiritually or consciously or mentally, but you have to respect theirs. You have to respect theirs, but they don't have to respect yours, because what, right? Right? Yeah. Besides, like, okay, bro, I'm going up to the house to tell them, yeah, too much, bro. Too much. Look at what the fuck you've been doing to the neighborhood. You think that this is fucking games? Whenever it fucking feels like games to them, he said, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. And they did that shit on purpose. They did that shit on purpose so that I could go knock at their place. See that? So that I could go knock at their place. What? You want to see my fucking face? So that I could not. So that I could go knock at their fucking place and then have them react however, like. Yeah. At first of all, it was like, okay, who are you? Like, okay, I know who you are. I know why you're here. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call. How come you didn't say who are you? How come they didn't say who are you? What are you doing at my home? What are you doing at my door? How come she didn't say that? She said, I'm gonna call the cops. And not wanting to as well, too. Scared. She just said it as like a threat, like if I call the cops, I know that they're gonna know truth. Oh my God, can I get ready before I call the cops? Can I do a spell so that the cops do exactly as I say before I call them? Can I do a spell to get into the cops' minds as soon as I call them? Can I call them while my landlady is here? Can I call them, and through the call, can I program the officers to react how I want them to react? Because I'm making them less aware of what is going on in the metaphysical, in the spiritual, right? In the spiritual, in the mental, in the conscious, right? And so we take away their abilities to know truth, and that way we can make them believe all types of stuff that I want them to believe. And that way, if I say, he's crazy, he's a crazy guy, what is he doing here? He got mental issues, he got spiritual issues, he's crazy, he does drugs, he's addicted, he does stuff like that. Not at all. See that? Why? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Like, there's respect there. There's some respect there. Can we try to make them think against them or something? There's some love there. Can we try to make them think against them or something? Like, every time he touches his hair with his left hand, can I get some of his magic? Can I get some of his energy? Every time he touches his nose, can I almost make it seem like he's lying? Body language, remember? So if I control his body language, if I make him do this or that, if I make him touch his face, right? Touch his face and fix his hair, then every time he does that, because I'm saying, every time he does it, then I could say, make it do this, because I'm attached to his brain, because I'm attached to his consciousness. So, okay, I could say, the cops are gonna take him away, maybe, right? They're not gonna know about my witchcraft. They're not gonna know the truth about every single fucking spell that I've done against him, his RV, his family, his fucking, see that? I wonder why they're trying to get in the way. See that? Because there's truth there, and they don't want people to know that truth. Like, okay, the whole fucking universe already knows truth, bro. What the fuck do you think that you could get in the way of? Like, you're less conscious. You think you're trying to make yourself think that because you feel ego, somebody or something fed your ego enough so that you could fucking think that you could do that shit against me and be fucking like, so that you think that you could win. Like, that's why you're stuck where you're stuck at. Lies. You try to lie to yourself to make yourself seem like something, or like someone else, something else, something like energetically. Like, oh my God, that's a king. And that's my fucking energy. You're not no fucking king. You're carrying my shit. You would be a king if that was your fucking energy. You'd be a king if that's your own energy. If that's your own characteristics, if that's your own mindset, you'd be a teacher. If that's your own mindset, right? You'd be a professor like me. If that's your own characteristics and your own teachings and your own lessons and wisdom, even, right? Comprehend it by your own nature, right? And then explain it by your own nature, right? Have people comprehend the teachings, right? And that way, right, if you teach, if you could help people learn, then you are a teacher. See, because you taught them something. Okay? Not just because you want to be some type of, you know what, I could teach my daughter witchcraft and now I'm a teacher. And now I'm like a sensei to her. Like, bro, you'll be a sensei when you figure out the wisdom of life, when you figure out the wisdom of life in the universe, right? When you could channel information from the universe and channel it right, by truthfully and accurately, right? And that way, right, once you have those lessons comprehended, then you'll be a sensei, but only if you have balance and peace. Only once you have peace, only once you have reached the outcome of your teachings, right? Like, okay, what are you teaching your daughter? Okay, you're teaching your daughter witchcraft so that she could get rich through sex and drugs? Like, that's how you do that? You're teaching her how to manipulate. You're teaching her how to fucking subordinate. You're teaching her how to lie. You're teaching her how to fucking be narcissistic, how to control people, how to control people's emotions. See that? That's not no fucking sensei. Where you fucking try to make yourself feel like, right? And that's you lying to yourself. There's a fucking difference. There's a difference. That's you lying to yourself so that your daughter could fucking think of you as a sensei. She fucking thinks of you as a fucking sensei. She learns all of that shit, and then you fuck up her life. All of a sudden, she's fucking up everybody else's life around her because you taught her wrong. Okay, whatever. I go up to their fucking place with the intent to have a clean, calm conversation about, could you please leave my fucking mind alone, my fucking consciousness alone? Could you let me recollect my shit? Could you let me regenerate? Could you let me protect myself? Could you let me repel anything that needs to be repelled that is not supposed to be in my mind? Right? As I've always done, as I've always been supposed to know. Don't chilling. Yeah, chilling, calm, right? Because that's not my intention. Exactly. See? Could I have people, could you let me have the freedom of my fucking mind, my mental potential, so that I could explain to the people that are actually listening, that should be listening, to clear up whatever needs to be cleared up, so that they don't be lied to, so that they don't help the liars turn their lies onto truth, or like at least make them seem like truth, right? That would be only a belief. Lies onto truth, only a belief, right? If I say that my fucking skin is blue, even though it's cremita, well, it is in another realm, exactly. In other planes of existence, it is. Okay, anyway, my skin, yeah. Okay, so if I say that my skin is blue or black, right? If I say that my skin is blue and you're seeing that my skin is not blue, to a blind person, my skin is blue. To somebody that doesn't know about colors, to a dog, my skin is blue. To a dog that was taught wrong, to a kid that was taught wrong about colors, my skin is blue. Because that is a belief. See? Belief only by a little bit of ignorance, just because they don't know more, right, more than they should. Like, they don't know as much as they should to know truth, to know how to differentiate lies from truth. That's why that'd be truth only by belief in their mind. Only by belief. Like, why are you believing? Because you don't know truth. Why are you believing lies? Because you don't know truth. See? Why are you reacting to them? You're not supposed to. Oh, I'm not supposed to, then why am I reacting? What is it? You read it. Why are you not reading it before it gets to you? As it's always been. Why are you not reading the energy, like everything that is present there? Whenever you feel like saying something, before you say something, know what it means, know what it is, know what it's going to cost, right? Before you say something, know why they want you to say something, right? Know who wants you to say something and why they want you to say something, right? And what they want after, right? So what are their intentions? Before they even think about that, what are their intentions? See that? Before they even fucking think about it, you should know whether you should react to that or not. See that? And they fucking try in the way of that. So they're like, let's just make them react by mind control. Yeah, like a fucking signal, like, oh my God, they're right, and give them an answer. Like, have them give an answer to his mind. It's like, we're asking questions to his mind because his mind is the creator. So if his mind is the creator, then we could fool the creator by making people answer questions, right? His mind is not answering them. We are answering them. And so his mind is just going with the answer. Why? Why? Belief. See that? Belief. Can I tell my daughter that this is how it works? and then I can make my neighbor believe that this is how it works also, and make them believe different perspectives, right? If you do this, I'll help you with this. Every time that this happens, do this, all right? Every time that you feel this is the positive one, even though it's the negative one. This is my positive intention. This is my negative intention, but it's positive for us, all right? It is beneficial for us. We will benefit from this, okay? So if we will benefit from this, then you help me out. Every time you feel right? Every time you feel like saying the right answer, just say the wrong answer. Till we have only wrong answers, and he doesn't have any fucking intent, any fucking idea, like he can barely fucking think. Till he can barely fucking think, till his brain, till people barely have any idea of what he's thinking, or what he's saying, what he's intending, so that his brain barely has any idea what his heart wants, his consciousness. We could trick his consciousness by possessing it. We could possess this part of his brain. We could possess this part of his brain and then trick it. And then we could trick this person into believing this and believing that. And they create this type of energy so that this person can say, "I stop," or "That's it," or "There you go." They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Unconsciously, they're just giving an answer. They're like, "I don't know what the fuck I said, but I know that I'm helping. I'm helping somehow." Like, really? Are you helping? You should know when you're helping and when you're not. That's why, yeah. Por eso unas personas a veces dicen, "Yeah, chinga su madre." Yeah. Right? Más bien Reiki. Yeah. Más Reiki. Right? I know that that's not truth. I know that that's I know exactly how that happens. I know exactly how that's created. You know what? I can make it easier for myself, and I could say that as long as it's not his intention, nothing should be happening. As long as it's not his intention, nothing should be vibrating, nothing should be affecting anything. There should be no effect, no energy should be accumulated or generated because he's not saying anything. His mind is calm. His mind is clean. His mind is quiet. So why is anything happening? Like the person, the fucking neighbors, right? Yeah. The fucking neighbors are trying to make themselves believe that they could do something. After that, they make their fucking daughters, their people, right? Okay, the people that they're energetically exchanging with, right, or consciously exchanging with, that's how they manipulate them. Like, don't let them get into your mind. How? If I have dinner with them every single fucking day, man. Don't let them feed from your energy. How? If I have to eat, bro, I have to survive. This is my family. Exactly. Okay, eat. Just don't let them do that to you. How do you not let them do that to you? You protect yourself. How? With your mind. Your mind controls your biofield. Your mind controls your energy. Your mind controls your emotions. Your emotions, your energy, right? Emotions, energy, right? Emotions, consciousness, right? Consciousness, emotions, right? So you control your consciousness. So you keep your consciousness quiet and at peace, at love, emotions, at love, enlightenment, right? The mind, not wondering, but knowing truth, right? Wisdom of life, like just higher wisdom. Listen to the trees. Listen to the trees, listen to the wind, listen to the sun, listen to the sun, listen to the moon. Listen to right, the mountains, the soil, listen to the earth, listen to Gaia. Right? Listen to Mother Nature. Right? In general. Right? Listen to Mother Nature. Now they're like, wait, who, where? This is me speaking. It says me speaking, yes. Like, they're reading my mind. They're like, wait, who's speaking? Oh, maybe I need intuition. Maybe I need inner knowing. I don't like discernment. Discernment means that I know too much truth. Like, I know. No, discernment means that if I carry it, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure what they're scared. They're like, I don't like discernment because people know truth of me. The fuck? Don't you want to know truth about what the fuck is going on in your brain? I don't like discernment. Whenever I have discernment, I know truth about what's going on in his brain. And so that means that my things are not true, like my things are lies. By truth, my thoughts are lies. By truth, my intentions are lies. So I don't like discernment. Like, hey daughter, discernment exposes you. So do you like discernment? No, I don't like discernment. Fuck discernment. Like, why don't you like that? Exposing me means embarrassment energy. I don't want to feel embarrassed. Besides, I don't want to feel guilty either. Exposes me, guilty, embarrassed. Guilt and embarrassment. Ew. You're an imprint. You're an imprint. Every time I feel embarrassment, every time I feel guilt, you're an imprint. No, chill. You're an imprint. You're just a weirdo. Weirdo this, weirdo that. You're homeless. Don't do drugs. No más drogas. They say. They think they're saying that to me. When the first thing that was mentioned, they said no más drogas, talking about the neighborhood. The neighbors. They say, take a shower. I said that to them. I said that to them because of the toxicity. Because of the energy buildup, yes. The hygiene. And I said that, yeah, metaphorically as well. Spiritually, spiritual hygiene. See that? Energetic hygiene. It's her. Energetic. Right? Conscious. Don't let people's thought forms into your mind. That's what I'm saying. Control your own thoughts. Your own mind should be disciplined. You should discipline your own mind. Right? You have the right to discipline your own mind because that is your mind. You are the owner of your own mind. You are the owner of your own brain because it's your body. This is your body because this is your consciousness. You were born into this body. This body is your machine. This body, yeah. This body is your vehicle. This body is your antenna. This body is your temple. See? For right now, temporarily, this is a phase of earth, right? This is a life that a lot of people go through right before they go elsewhere. Like, how are you gonna be, like, right? Yeah. How are you gonna transcend? Like, you're lucky that I could give you ascension and transcendent. Like, I mean, that's what it is, but still, like, yeah, you're lucky that I'm giving you that. You're lucky that I'm letting you tap onto after your death, right? How it would be, how you would feel after your death. You're lucky that I'm giving you the activations that I'm giving you in snaps, in finger snaps, by word, as I speak, as I explain, as I teach, as I lecture. You're so fucking lucky, but you want to call me a fucking imprint so that the imprint means don't know truth. Don't know truth. Let's cover up the truth. The imprint means you're lying. You're not a god. You're lying. You put the imprint of a god on yourself so that you can feel like a god. And then so that you can make people think that you're a god because of how you behave, because of how you speak, because of how you walk. Really? Like, how are you, right? Why are you saying that? I'm lying so that people could be against you, so that once they're against you, they're not helping you. They help you less. They help you less, so you are helpless. See that? Once you're helpless, we could abuse you and harass you in all types of mental way, metaphysical ways, in all types of spiritual ways, Because nobody's gonna help you in the physical because of the projections that we're making happen. We're gonna make that lady think that you are a crazy guy. We're gonna make that dog feel like you're a threat to their owner so that they feel like jumping on you. By projection. Projection means imagination. As you imagine it, that's what projection means. Right? The projection, right? As the projector is spinning and doing its thing, the image is created. Right? Exactly. Imagination, hallucinations, illusions. See? Illusions, hallucinations. Onto who? Who's hallucinating? Who's hallucinating? Who's causing illusions? Who's causing illusions? The liars are causing illusion. Who's hallucinating? The ones that are less conscious, the ones that are less aware. The ones that are less aware how that's happening. The ones that are they think that they could keep me quiet. They're like, let's put fear into his mind. Let's make him think that we're gonna kill his dog or his brother's gonna get killed. Like, bro, they would never. They're all pussies. Like, why are they making people believe that? Because they think, oh my God, that's very, very possible. That has happened before. Okay, that has happened before with someone else. With someone else that was normal. Yeah, that was a normal person. That was a normal human being. Right? A normal human being that they don't fucking target because they're a god. A normal human being whose mind they don't fucking target or try to play with because they're a god. Right? Someone else whose influence, right? Whose people are not right. They're not gonna get this like, man. Someone else's disciples, students, someone else's people, right? Someone else's soldiers, right? Someone else's fucking clan, right? Someone else's army, right? Someone else's, well, everything, right? Nah, like more like, right? Spiritually, right? Because I'm guiding you and everything, right? Because I'm teaching you, right? Because I'm blessing you, because I'm guiding you, right? Because I'm helping you, because I'm nurturing you, because I'm, reminding you of the care that you need and the guidance that you need and the lessons that you need to remind yourself of, because you already heard those lessons. You've already heard those lessons. This is life, bro. At some point or another, you heard that lesson before, right? You have inner wisdom. Where's it at? Activate your inner wisdom. And that way you know truth about life. And you know what's best. You know, inner wisdom helps your better judgment. Better judgment helps you see truth. Right? Better judgment is inner knowing, gut feelings, right? Intuition. Okay. Yeah. It's intuition. Intuition, then after inner knowing, after inner knowing, todo bien. After inner knowing, todo bien, no, todo bien. After inner knowing, discernment, so you can know for sure or not, right? Okay, anyway, another person's people wouldn't get manipulated or lied to or tried to get lied to, because why would people try to lie to them unless they carry the same energy, unless they carry the same characteristics, which is what it is. Narcissists go for our characteristics because they don't want truth. They don't want you knowing truth, and they don't want people knowing truth because then they're exposed as narcissists. Like, you're only getting exposed because you need help. You're only getting exposed because you need healing. See that? And that's how it happens. Like, why are you saying cállese? You're hurt. You need healing. You're broken. Why are you saying cállese again? You need discipline. You need discipline. You're insolent. You're arrogant. You're immature. Your tone says it all. You're a liar. You're a manipulator. You're a narcissist. That's what your tone says. You need healing. You need guidance. Who has been doing that? Metaphysically, spiritually, consciously, mentally, right? Metaphysically, who has been doing that? See? All of us. See, what about in the physical? See? Like, they don't, if they don't lie to those people, it's because what are they gonna try to get from them? Like me, because they're draining me. Like, why would they try to get in the way of their truth? If they barely know any truth about them, right? They barely know any truth about them. They barely know any truth about them, so why would they get in the way of their truth if they barely know them? Right? Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Right? Okay, but me, they know me by every single fucking detail, so now they're trying to have people not know me. Now I go to the store, they're like, wait, who is that? I know who he is, but I can't, like, wait, I'm asking because of somebody not letting me know who that is. Somebody kinda not letting me see who that is. Somebody not letting me feel who that is. Like, by presence, by energy, you know who that is. So why don't I know? What, like, who is it? Like, why don't I know? No hay respuesta. Why? Porque no podemos entrar ahí está como tapado. Le apagan ahí. No hay luz ahí. ¿Por qué? ¿Quién es? ¿Quién le puso qué? This is wisdom of life. This is life. See that? Just right now, they tried to make the illusion within themselves. They tried to make themselves believe that they could use this against other people to keep on doing this same shit. This is how they make them homeless. See that? If I wasn't a god, if I was just a kid, supposedly, right? Because I guess I'm not a fucking man. Because I guess I'm not fucking sitting people. I guess I'm not, well, me, I guess I'm not the fucking father, right? Of all spirits and everybody, right? I guess I'm not the fucking father of all existence. Because I know how everything should be. Could be, should be. Because of me, because of my soul, because of who I am as a soul. Nope. Because of who I am as my soul, as my spirit. A God, Abraxas. Why am I here? Why is this happening the way it's happening? Ask the universe, not yourselves, because that's not enough. That's not enough to know truth. That's not enough to know truth. Nope. Nope. That's not enough to know truth. Okay, anyway. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's like, who is this? What even is this? Like usually you would know. Why don't you know? Because of the neighbor's projections. They don't want you to know who I am, because they don't want you to help me, because they don't want you to know how much I'm going through. I've been going through. But it's not me though. It's the people through me. I've already been through it. I've already explained truth. Now it's just them trying to keep that fucking system, like just trying to lie. Like as long as we keep lying, we could keep on taking from him. We could keep on benefiting from his energy, from his mind, from his consciousness, from his essence, from his magic, from his creation power. Yeah. Like I keep explaining the Akashic records. Like, well now we're gonna put a spell on the Akashic records but with your mind, through your mind, we could put a spell on anything. Like we go fucking wild with witchcraft. We put spells on everybody's fucking cars, everybody's houses, everybody's fucking social medias, everybody's photos, everybody's food, products, right? The fucking apps themselves. Yeah. Why are they misunderstanding? I wonder why they misunderstand. They should have all their gifts because they live in my fucking shit. Yeah. Don't feel bad for, don't emotionally know truth and then go through the emotions that you go through once you know truth, they say. Every time somebody's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna help you, all right? That's how I'm be like, no, right? See that? That's why they get killed, bro. Like, they're crying because of him? No. Why? If they cry because of him, then that means that they comprehend it in every single fucking detail. They comprehend it in every single detail. The comprehension about after crying means wisdom. I don't want them to get the wisdom out of this situation. Let's block it. Let's do a spell so that, no, right? Yeah. See that? And they think, yeah, I'm the devil because of that. I'm the devil because of that. I'm the devil because I'm doing all of this and I feel nothing. They already cried. They already wanted to kill themselves. They already know that they're gonna die. Like they already know that shit. And so because of like they're scared. because people know truth. So they don't want people to know truth. So because of the guilt, because of the fear, guilt, shame, right? That's what's making them be like, you know truth? Love. Love. You know truth? Don't know truth. Right? They're like, you comprehend? Don't comprehend.